Good morning, you're on Triple J with Jay and the Doctor and Panic at the Disco. We've got Brendon and Spencer with us. How you going, dudes?
All right,
how are you?
You'd never get sick of those jokes, would you?
No, we don't.
We built up such a tolerance.
Now, you guys, you're very, very young, barely out of your teens, and you are selling out giant barns in Australia, across the other side of the world, in less than 10 minutes, leaving, fans crying outside the Ticketek offices. How does this feel?
That's surprising. I don't think we've ever, gotten used to it.
Yeah, it feels awesome.
It's very flattering.
It feels weird leaving people outside of the venue, though. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to come back and let some of those people in, but for the first time, it couldn't have been better. We had no idea because we were writing our record, and we had just quit our jobs, and a couple of us had just quit school, and we were writing it for an indie label for, the record cost almost nothing to make, and I think that we just wanted to be able to do this as a living for our job, and it completely surpassed that. So,
can I ask what jobs you left?
I worked at a doctor's office that my mom worked at. That's how I got the job, and I just had to file charts all day long.
You didn't have to clean any sort of equipment or...
No, I wasn't even allowed to do that. You have to have some higher level of thing to even touch go in the rooms.
Yeah,
but
you weren't certified.
You did have your eyes saw a bunch of confidential medical records.
You're exactly right.
Was there anything good? I mean, not naming names, although I imagine...
Well, it was confidential. I don't think he could talk about it.
No, there's doctor-patient confidentiality. There's no drummer dude in a radio station confidentiality.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I will tell you this, that it was an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and sometimes in the charts they have pictures from inside the throat.
Ooh.
And if you look at the vocal cords, it looks surprisingly enough like the woman's area.
Vagina. Can we say that? Can we say that word?
It does, and there's nothing to get around it.
We know why so many doctors are getting into ear, nose, and throat surgery now,
exactly.
Don't we? How about you, Brendon? What were you doing before this?
I had a couple of jobs, actually. I was working for my dad as a land surveyor.
Your parents are very good employers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A land surveyor. So you have one of those tripods and you look through the little...
Yeah, I had the tripod, the machine, hook it up, little GPS action, and I did that for about 4 months during the summer, built up a good tan.
Nice.
Were you good at it?
Oh, yeah, I was great. I sucked at math, but, I did a great job surveying. And then I moved on to a tropical smoothie hut.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I made smoothies and wraps.
Was it under the banner of health, but really it was just kind of
sugar and ice?
Sugar.
Yeah, I mean, you can come into a place and think it's a health barn. They really just put crap in it, but this place was legit.
What's the tropical part of Las Vegas?
Tropical.
There's nothing to...
it's...
maybe the Mirage Hotel.
The Mirage Hotel.
Which is actually where Siegfried and Roy play nightly. So.
Oh. Now, I wanted to ask you guys this. Now, growing up in Las Vegas, do you have a penchant for gambling?
Yes.
Yeah, well, now we do. We've started to build up on tour. We've started to build up a kind of a... I guess, addiction to gambling. And now that we're, the age here is 18, so we've been hitting a couple casinos, and trying our luck.
What's your game of choice?
Blackjack.
Yeah.
We play just different dice games when we're just by ourselves on the bus or something, but I can't gamble at home because I'm 19, and so it's 21
It's
now.
21.
Is that why you got in a band?
That's exactly. I got in a band because I knew.
Well, let's talk about A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Now, this album, for a debut album, is very, very ambitious. It's massive. It's especially for dudes that are straight out of school or just fresh out of your parents' jobs.
Musically speaking, did you know when you started out that you wanted it to have so many layers and so many different instruments? And
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, not maybe from when we first started writing. We kind of. I mean, the first few songs that we wrote are kind of the first few songs on the record, so that has a similar type sound, and then it kind of changes, and that was just kind of something that along those 4 months that we were writing, we just wanted to make each song sound different, because a lot of the bands that we were releasing CDs at that time, you listen to the CD and get songs confused, and it's just
it just all sounds the same, so...
And Brendon, you don't write the lyrics. Is it Ryan that
No.
writes all the lyrics? Does
That's
he
right.
have some sort of cachet of old-fashioned books? Does he have, lots of Baudelaire and Rimbaud?
Yeah,
and-
I mean, Ryan has a great repertoire of.
Even repertoire is a pretentious word.
Yeah. Well, hey, there you go. He is quite a great repertoire of movies and books and stuff that he enjoys to read, and Ryan's imagination is pretty out there. So I mean, and I'm not a great poet at all, so it was just made more sense for him to write the lyrics, and it was actually kind of frustrating for me or him to get the message across. Sing it this way, but we've gotten past that, and so far it's so good.
A lot of musicians and a lot of your rock and roll contemporaries, when they're recording albums, they like to pretend that they're not using all the available fancy computer programs and stuff. And oh no, we recorded this straight to tape. We only use guitars that were invented before 1930.
Just like Led Zeppelin.
That's right, yeah. But you guys, you love it. You've completely embraced all of the available technology. There's like the drum loops and the techno keyboard sort of stuff. And there's this track which I love, which is called Tax for Snacks, where you use auto-tune as for comedic effect almost.
Watch your mouth, because your speech is slurred enough that you just might swallow your tongue. I'm sure you would want to give up the ghost with just a
That's great. It's like you're using auto-tune as an instrument.
Yeah, it's this weird thing when you turn the auto-tune completely as far up as it can go. You get this. It's like everybody kind of calls it the share.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly
of
what
vocal
we had
effect,
in
and that's
mind.
what it was. That's what it is, and it's kind of cool to use that.
You took 5 weeks to record it. Was there a lot of time for mucking around like that?
No,
We
not at all.
honestly, we didn't have one day off.
The funny thing is, like, I Write Sins, the first single, like the verse melodies for that song were, created maybe a day before he had to sing them, and when he was singing them, we had to be done recording within a few days of that. So it's like there were some songs that were right down the last minute.
Yeah, it's Panic at the Disco on Triple J with Jay and the Doctor.
Sorry, that
The
was me
doctor just-
panicking.
The Doctor and Brendon and Spencer from Panic at the Disco. Dudes, you have got to be one of the best looking bands that I have ever seen in my entire life.
Thank
you. Thanks for that.
All your press photos, there is an amazing amount of product. Your skin looks great. You dress well. How do you maintain this on the road?
It's a Photoshop, actually.
Really, on the road?
No.
You have
Auto-tune.
permanently people touching you up as you, so to speak.
Yeah,
as you-
yeah.
The technology these days.
Amazing.
Auto-tune my face.
But do you use any products? Have you got any sort of skin things? We found out that you can use hemorrhoid cream on your face. Have you ever used
Wow.
hemorrhoid cream on your face?
No.
On
That
tour?
doesn't sound safe. I've never heard of that. So
No, well, apparently it is. We have it on good authority from a very, someone text messaged.
We found that
a
out.
show that you could do it. Do you guys, take a lot of sort of products around with you when you travel?
No, I don't know.
our guitarist Ryan
face
has,
wash?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I
don't
just...
know.
this is just for purely for JTV. I'll say a little bit in there, but not too much.
I'm sorry, your
Yeah,
guitarist
hair-
Ryan. I mean, he probably, let's face it, he looks the best out of all of you.
That is definitely true.
What's his secret?
Mac Makeup, actually, he has a deal that he gets free makeup from them because he wears it so flamboyantly.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
yeah. So.
And he never gets punched.
No, he never does.
I think it's only Brendon that gets bottled thrown at him, but no need to talk about that.
That's just because I'm so ugly.
But you got up. You got up at the festival and you kept playing
Exactly.
because you're punk rock.
Yeah, totally.
Now, probably the face makeup is probably the only bit of studio trickery you guys use live, because I saw you guys play the other night and there was, all the bits on the album where there's drum machines or that sound like drum machines. Spencer, you're playing them live. Brendon, you're on the keyboards for half the set. You're playing the guitar. There's a couple of other guys on stage.
I guess you didn't have to do it that way. Like, you could have used the laptops and stuff. Was it important to you guys to make sure that you could reproduce as much as you could?
Yeah, it was kind of one of our things we wanted to do as soon as we got done recording the record. But when we were the opening band touring in a van, playing to 300 kids a night, which was a year ago,
can't really
it was
afford,
impossible to bring more people out. And so then when we were going to get ready to do our headlining tour in the States, it was like a possibility then. So we just did it.
So you pull. And what are the two extra guys playing?
keyboards and cello and actually some other percussion instruments. So
Yeah, I
they're
believe it's
well-rounded musicians.
there's a glockenspiel, which
Yeah,
gets a
there
lot.
is.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
And is there a digital vibraphone on the other side, or is it just a...
No,
It's just a glockenspiel.
And,
some
no!
keyboards.
What you're talking about is Bart, our cello player, also plays electronic drums on a couple
Oh
parts.
yeah, and he also plays the triangle, which adds a lot to the show. so-
In one song.
yeah.
And you put on a mad show. You don't seem to be scared of just completely kind of going over the top and having a good time. There's I guess elements of like Refused or International Noise Conspiracy in your actual
Hives.
show. The
We're seeing the
Hives,
Hives, a lot of the Hives.
you kind of put. You're all into it. Is it part of that growing up in Las Vegas, the razzle dazzle of the strip? Did you want equal? Did you want equal parts razzle and dazzle on the for the
That's
set?
actually the
We
two
were
words
talking.
we used.
Yeah, we were talking about it before this show last night, and we slightly more dazzle than razzle. But
Really?
we don't know if that's ambitious.
Yeah, what is it? Sort of 55, 45?
45.
Yeah, 55,
Maybe.
45.
The text message line is 19757555. If you saw Panic at the Disco on their Australian tour and you want to comment on the razzle dazzle percentile range,
Razzle v dazzle.
and give us a text message.
But growing up in Vegas, is that sort of that's a big part of that city, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what the outside world sees of Vegas is, what we call the Strip, which is 5 miles of just, casinos and strip clubs.
There's nothing else. There's no houses. You all live in hotel rooms.
Yeah,
or
okay,
underneath
so we're
blackjack
lying.
tables.
We all live in casinos, but no. There's just that, and the entire valley is covered by, suburban areas. So we grew up in these suburban areas, and it was, definitely a completely normal experience growing up, so.
Now, you play, I heard 2 cover songs at your show, Karma Police and Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Right.
Have you managed to pull Bohemian Rhapsody together yet? Because I know you've been talking about this.
How did you know we were talking about that? You are
Is.
so crafty.
Yeah, we wanted to, kind of step it up a notch, I guess, for the next tour, and that seems the only way because that's such a insane cover to try to pull off. So I don't know what we're gonna do.
Have you heard?
We're
thinking.
trying to
Have you
work on it during soundcheck.
Now we're talking to Brendon and Spencer from Panic at the Disco. Just before you guys go, I have the tiniest bone to pick because I was reading an
here we
interview.
go.
This may be more to pick with Ryan, and he's not here, so it's kind of unfair, but that's fair enough. He was saying that he gets a lot of inspiration lyrically from the band Counting Crows.
Yeah.
And so is that true? He loves that sort of stuff?
Oh yeah, we all love Counting Crows.
And I was strumming along to this song, the only difference between martyrdom and suicide is press coverage, and I was, going, sit down, you're gonna and then I just went, down at the New Amsterdam, when down that long-haired road, Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation. Would you like to comment on the fact that you blatantly ripped off the Counting Crows?
Well,
Wow,
Come on, it's obvious.
that's the
Exposed.
first time I've ever. No, actually, that's wow. I mean, you know what? The secret's out. We rip every one of our songs off of songs that have already been written. So like
all by the Counting Crows.
all by the Counting Crows.
every single one.
all on the same CD.
I'm very sorry about that. That was a disgraceful abuse of my power. All right,
Damn you.
you guys, a monumental debut for you guys, successful otherwise. How are you going to top it?
That's a good question.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I mean, last time we ripped off the Counting Crows. This time,
This time it's Radiohead and Queen. So look out.
Cool. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Panic at the Disco on Triple J.